Good morning to all. On behalf of IGNOU Regional Center Mumbai, I welcome all the students in this induction meeting being organized for MAJMC PGJMC learners, those who have admitted in July 2023 session. Today we have with us the program coordinators of the respective programs. First, I request our regional director, Dr. E. Krishna Rao sir, for his initial remarks. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Good morning to all the learners. I'm not taking that time because of Dr. Shikara, program coordinator. She's having the another meeting. At outset, I congratulate you all for registering with IGNOU, Indira Gandhi National Open University, for the programs of MAJMC and the PGJMC. As you are all aware, it is a central university directly under the Ministry of Education. All the diplomas and degrees issued by the IGNOU is recognized across the globe. Okay. With these words, I welcome all of you, and I request Dr. Shara, please take the session. I'm very much thankful to you both, Dr. Shikara and Dr. Amit Kumarji, for accepting our invitation and presenting this meeting. And please guide the students, madam.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rao. Good morning to everyone. Good morning, Dr. Rao. Good morning, the learners. And it is indeed a pleasure to be able to interact with our learners through the regional center. And I'm very happy to be here in this induction meeting. This meeting will basically be a brief of how you're going to progress in this program and what is expected of you, what you should do, because this is distance learning, which is quite different from the conventional modes of learning that you are so well versed with probably. For some of you, this would also be their first, experience of distance learning. So it is very important that you should be able to understand and read. The idea is to read, because a lot of learners come to us with a lot of queries, and all these queries can be sorted if only you go through the program guide, the program brief, the practical manuals. But the problem that we see with the learners is that they do not go through what is written. And the same questions, we have preempted almost all the questions that would that can come into a distance learner's mind, and that is why we specialize in this area. But I see that a lot of people do not go through the guidelines that are given to them. Instead, they keep writing to the regional center or the program coordinator or whoever they feel can guide them, and unnecessarily they keep getting troubled with it. So at the outset, my request to you would be that whatever program guide you would have with you about this program, please go through it. Please, see it in detail and mark whatever you think is important in it. All the questions that you can probably have all been addressed there, and you will find it very easy to navigate through. So this program guide is also there on the website, and it is also provided to you with your study material probably. So without saying more, I would go on to sharing my PPT with you, and I will run you through the first year of the MAJMC program. Dr. Amit Kumar, my colleague and friend, looks after the second year. Besides, he's also the course coordinator of the practical. And so I will let you know about the basic guidelines of how we run through this. Okay, allow me to present the PPT. Is my screen visible to you?
Yes,
and am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you very much. So let me begin quickly with the program objectives. What is the idea of PGJMC, which is also the first year of MAJMC, and why do we have it? What is the basic idea that we are looking at? What is it that we are out to give you? So this program basically will provide opportunities to those who are already working in media organizations, because at times it so happens that you require to enhance your knowledge and skills. Also, of late we have been seeing that a lot of people from different other disciplines, so for example law or management or engineering, have become interested in understanding, knowing and owning the skills of media. So for them also this is a good opportunity, since it is distance learning, and we not only cover it extensively, but we also cover what is the latest in our course material. Then the idea is to produce professionals for those who have done their bachelor's degree and can find mass media interesting to make their careers in. It provides this kind of an opportunity to those professionals who after graduating they are able to work in mass media organizations. And these days, of course, media is not only limited to mass media organizations. You would see that there are so many YouTubers, because the visibility of their YouTube channels is so much, they can monetize it. You have various professional blog writers, you have content creators. All of it does not really require a media organization, but it certainly requires owned media skills. Okay, so this is important. And another objective, of course, is to create a better understanding of the kind of role that mass media can play in the society. Though, of course, these days we all know how important a role media is playing, be it social media, be it television or the newspapers or whatever else, the e-zines, the digital media, and it has become an integral part of everyone's lives. So for those who do not know media much, they can also join the program only to enhance their understanding of how important and how varied a role can media play in our lives. So, the next thing that you need to understand, since most of you would have had your education from conventional backgrounds, and this could be the first time, or even if not, this is a basic understanding of the kind of credits we have. So, like in our system, in the distance learning system, each credit amounts to 30 hours of study. When I say 30 hours of study, it includes the programs that you see, it includes the assignments that you do, it includes the extra reading that you've done, it includes reading your study material, all of it that you do. Any kind of activity which is focused toward your program will be counted in these 30 hours of study. Now, the credit system is such that it comprises of different learning activities. It will include assignments also. It will include learning and watching audios and videos. As you would have understood, or if you know about the IGNU system, you would know that we have an integrated radio counseling program, which is also digital in nature. And then we also have a teleconferencing program. So we have a TV channel and a radio channel, and both of them are digital as well. So our counseling sessions, how do I get to interact with you other than, of course, lessons in IGNO parlance are called units. So we go through them, and I can easily clear your doubt there. Then, of course, a 4 credit course or a 6 credit course would, I will take an example of a 4 credit course. It will involve 120 hours of study, since 1 credit will be 30 hours. And knowing the number of credits for each course helps you get an idea about the academic effort that is required for successfully completing this course. Okay, now the PG JMC program has but now, of course, the number of credits have increased in the NP system. So, and all of it have been equally distributed into our 8 courses that we have for it. Out of these 8 courses, there are 6. The first 6, MGM 20 to MGM 25, are theory courses, and the other 2, MGML 020 and 021, are the practical courses. And with that, that is the basic program structure. With that, I take you to the first course of this program. The first course, MGM 020, is Introduction to Journalism and Mass Communication. So the idea of having this first course is to, to be able to give you a glimpse of what exactly comprises this course. So we have 4 blocks. More or less, you will see such kind of a division in each course. Each course will be having 4 blocks, and each blocks will have 4 to 5, sometimes even 6 units. Units, like I said, is 1 lesson, right? So here in the first block, we are introducing communication. Like, communication is something which is so general and so used all the time, even when you do not speak, even when you do not have a device in hand, that we do not really pay attention to the nuances of it, the integrities of it, the very basic aspects of it. So this first block, which is Introduction to Communication, will have 4 units, and these will talk about the concepts of communication, the models, the theories, as well as a little bit about research. Because why research here? Because research is one emerging area. Whether you talk industry or you talk academia, without research, nothing happens these days. So we just thought that we would introduce this through one basic lesson. The second block, the second block will talk about evolution of mass media in terms of the kind of history, the first printing press, the Gutenberg's press. When did it come? How did it all happen? Before that, how were people communicating in terms of reading and writing and talking and all? So it talks about the history of journalism and mass communication. Then it talks about print media in our country, language journalism, which has become so important in print media these days. And of course, as we all know, that the focus is on teaching various professional courses and technical courses to people in their own language, because it develops a greater understanding. Then we'll also talk about development of radio and television, as well as the digital media. The third block will talk about the ownership and organizational structures in terms of print media, the electronic media, and all. And it will also talk about what are the various agencies. There are always some allied businesses which go hand in hand with the primary ones. So there are feature and news agencies. What kind of role do they play? How do they generate their revenue? All that is also interesting to understand. And then we also have government media organizations. We also have educational media. And of course, when we talk about the educational media, IGNOU is a pioneer in it, because for as long as we know that the education system has existed in this country, after independence, we have had IGNOU playing a very important and vibrant role in educating large number of masses. Now, these are the people who can either not afford, or they do not afford in terms of money or time, or whatever other limitations that they may have. So this system of education propels them into having all the opportunities that otherwise can be offered to those who can afford in terms of time and money studying in conventional systems. So then we talk about the government media organizations and educational media, and of course, the very vibrant industry of mass media, which is the film industry. This industry also these days comprises of the OTT. And when you study through this, you will get an idea of a glimpse of what are the various, harbingers of mass media as such. And then the fourth block is integrated marketing communication. When does media become a tool in the hands of marketers, and how beautifully these marketers can, make use of media. So this happens in terms of advertising, in terms of public relations and corporate communications, in terms of event management, and of course, the marketing communication mix, right? So that brings us to the end of the first course. Excuse me. The pollution in Delhi has led to sore throats, which is the least. So the second course, MGM 021, is reporting techniques. Now, this is when we, on a very basic level, we try and bring in an understanding of what a media reporter, what is expected of a media reporter. So we begin with talking about news concepts in terms of definitions and principles and sources, and what kind of newsroom setup is there in print media, say, for example, newspapers, digital media, radio, as well as television. And then we go on to the second block, which talks about reporting techniques. Here we are talking about the types of there are various kinds of reporting that, there can be an investigative reporting or a more detailed analytical reporting, various kinds of reporting. So we are talking here about the types of news reporting. We're talking about research, which is required specifically for journalistic writings. Now, do not confuse this with the unit that we were talking about in the previous course. There, we were talking more in terms of academic research. And here, and also, audience research. What is it? Why is research necessary? And how research is becoming an integral part of everyone's life. Here we are talking only about that sort of research which is required when you're going to write or maybe create a news piece. So what sort of an accident has taken place somewhere? What kind of research are you going to do? That's more of a journalistic research, right? Or G20 is taking place. What kind of research are you supposed to do if you're going to write an analytical write-up for the Hindu or the Times of India or any newspaper for that matter? So this will bring in that research aspect of journalistic writing. Then, of course, we talk about interviews and the tools and techniques that are used in interviewing, followed by data journalism, which is the latest and the most in thing. Not very different from the concepts of journalism. Nevertheless, it gives you a very valid idea of why, okay, it also interconnects research and it brings in a very valid idea of how data can help you generate a greater understanding of the scheme of things, right? So if I'm talking about, say, for example, census, what was the number of people in India who were below poverty line 10 years back, as compared to that when you're looking at the latest census, so on and so forth. So understanding data journalism is important, and how data has made journalism rich. Okay, that is what we talk about in data journalism. And then we talk about the various beat reportings. Here you will see that there are two blocks of beat reporting. Just to tell you about what a beat is in very simple terms, beat is an area of reporting. What, like, say, for example, political reporting. So there will be some people who will be specialized in, some reporters who would be specialized in political reporting and maybe have another one or two beats that they would major in. So these are the various kinds of various areas of reporting that a journalist should know. So we're talking here of political, crime, sports, and legal reporting. In the next part of this beat reporting 2, we're talking about civic, social issues, health, education, and lifestyle, fashion, and films. So everywhere there is a need of, reporting, and there is a choice of area that you do depending upon what interests you more, or what is it that has, but in which you can show a better talent. That is what decides this. And then the third part of this MJM 022 is writing and editing for print media. Now, here again, we have 4 blocks, and the first one talks about writing skills. Now, there's one thing that you need to understand: however much the technology advances, or however well the media does in terms of wherever it is reaching with data, with the research, with various other things, the primary thing that you must know, the building block of all media, is writing. So digital cannot exist without writing, just as well as TV cannot exist and radio cannot exist and a newspaper cannot be there without writing. Somebody has unmuted. Please mute yourselves, everyone. I can hear a lot of noise. Please mute yourself. Thank you. So, here the first block talks about writing skills, in which we will touch upon the basics of writing. For someone who does not understand what writing is, or maybe hasn't ever tried creative writing or any form of writing other than writing your school exams and making notes, for you, this will be a good idea of understanding what writing is all about, and how you can, even though you are not a naturally born writer, how you can start writing. And then what is writing effectively? One thing is that you write, the other thing is you make that write up such that whoever is whatever you've written, finds it effective, gets what you want him or her to get. Most basic and the most important. And of course, is that the government has these days, which talks about teaching in your own regional language, is only possible if you know and understand the art of translation. One way is translating changes. So looking at that bit and then translating something is another aspect of it. And since this is only the first year of the program, and translation in its own self is a whole discipline, so we're not trying to teach you translation per se, but definitely we're trying to give you an idea of what translation is all about and how it plays an important role in writing. That's translation. Then the second block of this course talks about analytical writing, which is what, once you have some experience in writing, once you understand what's going on, the political, social, economic scenario, and the way, media can influence it all. Once you've understood this, then you talk about analytical writing, because then you are in a position to analyze the situation that has taken place. Okay, 6 months down the line, we're having elections, so can definitely be an analytical piece that can be written on it. Now, what are the various kinds of analysis that we talk about when we write? These are given as different units here: feature writing, opinion writing, editorial, as well as writing for magazines. Now, when we say editorial writing, it is something very, very different from an opinion piece. All right. Okay. Editorial also is an opinion, but here we are talking as editorial. It is the opinion of the news organization, as compared to other opinion pieces where a backgrounder or a news analysis or an article can completely be the ideas of the writer. They do not reflect the ideas of the organization. As compared to this, feature writing is all light reading material. And then, of course, and there are various kinds of, like, when you go through this unit, you will find around 15 different kinds of features, right from travel feature to a fashion feature to a historical feature. Various kinds of features are there. So all of them are creative ways of writing, while you're also putting in some analytical inputs in it. And then there are writing for magazines. Magazines, as we all know, are more about soft stories. There are no hard news being broken in magazines. After the hard news has been broken for a week in the newspapers or in news channels, we do magazines, right? Because we look at the analytical aspect of it. So this will also tell you about how it is different from writing for newspapers. Then the third block is dedicated to editing, because just writing isn't enough. You also have to edit it. You also have to fit it in the space provided, and you also have to bring it in, with respect to the vision and mission and the policies of the organization that you're working for. And there's a certain kind of writing style that an organization follows. All of it is looked at in editing, besides, of course, the idea of making something better. So it's like you have a variety of vegetables. When you what do? You edit it, right? You make it worth eating. You make it tasteful. So that is what is all editing about. So this block is going to talk about headline and lead writing. Is going to talk about the principles of editing, as in what are the various things that you must keep in mind when you're editing. You cannot edit to such an extent that the story takes a new turn and the story does not look the original self. So, and of course, photojournalism, photography, as we all know, has diverged into so many different forms of getting of entrepreneurship, or of getting jobs, or getting a skill for yourself. So photojournalism is also journalism, because we are talking only journalism here, so we are talking about photojournalism. Otherwise, there's an entire course on photography, so that will give you more details of this. And then the fourth thing is layout and designing. Now, when we're talking layout and designing, we're talking about okay, you've cooked your food, how are you presenting it on the dining table? That is important. So page layout, how do you design a page? Then what kind of typography is used? Images, and the infographics. What are infographics? Infographics are when you have a limited space, and by means of pictures or by means of graphics, when you're giving out the information. So if you see a pie chart, you do not really need to read two-column story, or you don't have to read two paragraphs to understand what's written in it. The pie chart is very clearly depicting what percentage, or how much section of population says what, understands what, believes what, etc. So infographics, that's one. Another example of infographics could be a gruesome murder has taken place somewhere. For the entire story, when it is depicted through line drawings or cartoons, black and white, that is one thing leads to other and then another. So instead of reading through the entire thing, you look at that infographic and you understand what it is trying to talk about. So all those are infographics. So there is a way of doing them as well, which is again being covered in this chapter. And then we have another course which goes by the name of Broadcast and Online Journalism, MGM 023. Now here what we've tried to do is we have one block dedicated to each. So one block is talking about radio journalism, the other is talking about TV journalism, and yet another is talking about online journalism. So how radio is a special medium? Everybody thought that when TV came, radio will die a slow death. So also newspapers would die a slow death, but that never happened. So ideally, each medium has its own strengths and its own weaknesses. And radio has its own uniqueness, that this is a medium for the ear. While it also liberates the audiences, because I can drive while I'm listening to radio, I can cook while I'm listening to radio. So I have that liberty, it sets me free. But at the same time, it is a more challenging task for those who are writing the content for radio. Why? Because you have to ensure that somebody is not going to give you undivided attention when they're going to listen to this content. So how are you going to make sure that you are able to communicate extremely well so that this person gets the idea of what is being projected in the story, in the feature, in the information that is coming on radio, or the news that is coming on radio, is important. So for the content creators of radio, it can be a challenging task. These days, audiobooks are very, very popular. So you would see people jogging in the morning and, with their earpods and all, they would listen to a book. So that is also, so new things are emerging. And that is what doesn't let any traditional media die. And this is the beauty of our discipline of mass communication. So radio journalism will talk about radio as a sound medium. It will talk about writing for radio. It will talk about news gathering, production, as well as presentation techniques. Similarly, on similar lines, we have the block which is designed for television. It talks about, like we were talking about radio as an audio medium. Here we're talking about television as an audio visual medium. We're talking about how do you write for TV. So when we say writing for TV, it can have various different formats. And then we have another chapter, another unit, which is being dedicated to TV news precisely. And then the content production and presentation techniques is being talked about here. The third block is online journalism, where you talk about how do you write for an online medium, like long form journalism. As we all know that in newspapers the space is limited, but with digital media or online there is no limitation of space. Nevertheless, you should not extend your story so much that the reader sleeps off. So how do you write for online media? What are those important things that you must bear in mind? Is important to know. Then this block also talks about online newsroom setup and content production through online media and production of news website. So with that, we come to the end of this course. And then we have MJM 024, which is Media and Society, the fifth theory course of PGJMC or MAJMC first year. And the first block here talks about mass media and society, as in why is media an integral part of society? So you're trying to understand media and society, you're trying to look at media audiences, you're trying to look at media literacy, and a concept which has emerged newly as in, yeah, it has been good 10 years old, but it is something very, very significant, especially in today's world of fake news and so many sources of information, that the entire responsibility of believing and figuring out whether what is being told to you is correct or not has been left to the audiences. So this is very, very important that you as media professionals, you as learners and doers of media, as media students, as well as a common man, must have perfect understanding when we talk about media literacy, because otherwise media can play a havoc in life. Then we also talk about slightly in terms of mass media policies. Now, mass media policies don't haven't really existed in this country for a very long time, until of course we started talking about the privacy concerns that that social media started poking at us. So that is what brought us to mass media policies. And then we talk about media and development. We all know that media, the kind of a tool it is, the kind of the kind of a game changer it can prove to be. It can also be an important agent of social change, an important way of bringing about development, especially in a country like India, which is so versatile, which is so also so volatile. So here we have so many different people from so many backgrounds and so many cultures, religions, this, that, everything. So how can media become an agent of bringing about social change? In other terms, bringing about development is what this what this block is going to discuss. So here we're talking about development, the concepts and theories of development. Like previously, we were talking more in terms of theories of mass communication. Right here, we're talking in terms of theories of development. Also, please understand that development or extension is also a separate discipline altogether. So here we have tried to bring in a few theories of development to help you understand and do some groundwork for you, that when you're talking about a tool like media and you're trying to use it for development, you should also actually know how development takes place, or what is it that we call development, right? So then we are talking about development communication. Now, this is one discipline of mass communication which completely dedicates itself to the use of media from traditional to the most modern in order to bring about development. And that then, we call this as development communication. Then the third thing, of course, is social and behavioral change communication. We all saw how, a lot of behavioral change is what we saw during the time of pandemic. So suddenly hand hygiene became important. Suddenly we had tribals or people in very far off areas who were not practicing hand hygiene and were still affected by corona, who and a lot of people got wiped out from the face of earth. So social and behavioral change communication is another most important aspect of development communication, which we will be talking about in this block. And then, of course, we'll be presenting to you some case studies which will help you understand how it has taken place on ground zero, and how people have made use of media for development and what sort of situations we came across. So this is media and society. And the third block here, as well as the fourth block, it talks about media and the contemporary issues we have in our society, because we're talking largely with respect to the interaction that media has with society. So it is important to bring out the issues like that the society faces, in which media has a dominant role to play, and at times it does play a role as well. Now, this could be health issues, it could be education, it could be gender issues, it could be environment and human rights issues. So we have covered each of these issues in the form of the media interaction with it, in the form of each unit. And the last block here talks about international and intercultural communication. That is again very important for anyone to understand. Say, for example, you after doing this course, you end up being a communication manager in an agency or in a company. You have to know what intercultural communication comprises of. You have to know how you need to interact with people globally. It's not just about India. India is only one part of it, right? So when you have to talk about global interaction, you have to understand their mannerisms also, you have to understand the language also, you have to understand what is considered fit, right, and socially correct in their scenario as compared to ours. Then we talk about technological revolution, globalization, and the concept of alternate media. Now, I will not be able to explain all of them right now, but here I'm just giving you a slight hint of what you're going to have as a part of this program. So alternative media is something that if development communication interests you, alternative media is something that you will find of greater interest. So when you go through these units, you will learn more about it. And the last theory course here is on media ethics and laws. Now, we all understand that the kind of game that media can play, sometimes it forgets where its boundaries end, where its limitations are. So there are certain, laws, media laws that have been made in order to curtail media from doing something which is not its right place to do. So here also as media practitioners, it is important to know that you have to be more virulent about the ethics part of it, because media is such a strong force. If it becomes more and more unethical, which we obviously keep seeing these days, it can lead to a lot of social problems. Ethics talks about its basic principles. It talks about new media ethical concerns. So we know that we did not have a social problem like cyber safety and cyber security, but today it is so much so much talked about, and it is so important that children even in school are made to know how to keep yourself safe when you're online. So those kind of issues never happened. But with the way technology is growing, and with the kind of amalgamation media has with technology, it is important that and this is also a place where media literacy plays a role, right? So it is important that we understand how this is going to happen. Then the third unit talks about media ethics and self-regulation in terms of media organizations, and then new media and ethical issues. The second block is completely dedicated to media laws. It first begins with talking about the Indian Constitution, to talking about media laws and constitutional framework, talks about laws and regulatory framework, and the various initiatives in media laws. Then, of course, since information, the new superhighway, has become very important, there are certain laws on information as well, which are all very relevant, very important, and as much as possible should be understood by not only practitioners of media, but also the general public. Here we are talking intellectual property rights, we're talking copyright law, we're talking cyber law, and the right to information. After which we come to the fourth block, which is advertising and PR ethics and laws. Advertising and PR, because these are in a way allied branches of mass communication. Nevertheless, they are at the actual doers. They are the ones who can use mass media as a tool to propagate a certain ideology, to change the opinion, or to understand the perspective, to know what audiences are like. So there are certain ethics and laws that have been brought up for them as well. And this includes advertising ethics, PR ethics, and certain case studies that are based on both. So with that, we come to the end of the theory courses, the 6 courses of PGJMC or MAJMC. And yes, I did not mention this to you. PGJMC is the first year of MAJMC. And we have this provision of lateral entry and exit, which means that suppose you have taken admission in the first year of MAJMC, you can very well opt out after doing your postgraduate diploma in mass communication, which is the first year of MAJMC. This is the lateral exit. 4 years down the line, you feel that I should do my master's also, I should finish my master's. IGNOU has this provision of letting you in straight away into the second year of the program because you've already done first year in terms of PGJMC 4 years back. So this is a lateral entry whereby you will be able to do the second year of the program and then go away with a master's degree. And let us also look at the unit design. Since I've been speaking to you of these 6 courses where we have various blocks and units, this is how every lesson or every unit is designed. The first thing would be the unit structure, which will tell you about what all comprises this unit. What are the various areas that we're going to cover in this unit? Then it will introduce you to the, it's a kind of
Ma'am, good morning.
Yes.
Sorry for interruption, madam. I think few people are awaiting for the approval to join in the meeting. Can you please ask your team to approve them?
No, we are selectively allowing.
Yeah.
No. Because of some unexpected thing happened in the last induction meeting. seeing the names. If no doubt, then only we are allowing. Please go ahead. Please go ahead, madam.
Okay. Sure. Thank you, sir. So, yeah, I was talking about the unit structure. So after the structure, we have the introduction, which is followed by the learning outcomes. Now, as students of distance learning, you need to know what learning outcomes mean. In simple words, learning outcomes is what you're going to gain after going through these units, after doing your check your progress exercises, after doing the activities that the unit has asked you to do. What is it that you're actually trying to gain at the end of it? So those are the learning outcomes. And then each chapter or unit, as we said, the language has been kept simple, not very complicated sentences have been used. And then, of course, the unit also has check your progress questions. Okay. Now, these check your progress questions are based on the sections and subsections that you've read. So each unit will be broken into 2 or 3 check your progress sections, and each of it will check the progress that you've made, the understanding that you've developed after reading those, the concerned sections and subsections. Then there can also be some activities which we would like you to do to develop your better understanding in the subject that is being taught. At the end, we conclude with a let us sum up. There are certain keywords, there can be certain technical terms that have been used in the unit, which have been defined or made it easier to understand in the keywords. Then there are also students that we have who are generally interested in further readings. What more can we learn about, say, for example, data journalism or editing or something? So we have a list of we have tried to make more limited, because the resources that you have can be numerous. So whatever was found more relevant to the unit, we've tried to put 4 to 5 further readings. Either they are given as the names of books, or they're more over given as the links. And then there are probable answers of the check your progress questions. This is how each chapter has been devised. And the idea is to make it very simple and easy, since there is no teacher who's watching over you. It is more or less a self-study thing. So, of course, barring the academic counseling sessions that you would have, it should be very easy and it should come to you more naturally. That is why the unit design has been kept like this. Okay. After this is the practical component. My slide is not moving. Please give me a minute. Yeah. Okay. So we have 2 practical courses in here, and one is practical print and online, and the other is practical audiovisual. You cannot imagine a program on mass communication or media and communications without having a practical component in it. Also, the UGC mandates that we have 25% of practical component in our programs, which is what we have catered to. And for both these programs, there are practical manuals which will be available on the website, as well as they will be given to you with your study material. So these practical manuals are the actual guides. I request again and again, please go through it in as great a detail as you can. Mark whatever you find is important, because all the answers that you can, the probable questions to which you may have been here, have been put here in the practical manual. So it will also tell you about what are the various exercises that are required to do. Now, a practical manual would be more like a practical file. Okay, the kinds that you would have made in your bachelor's program or during your school practicals. So it has to be handwritten, and that is what we call a production portfolio. The idea is to have it both in hard format as well as a soft copy. So when you submit it, it has to be done in both ways. You have to either prepare a CD or a DVD, or a pen drive in which you will put it all, as well as submit a hard copy, the practical file. Okay. And then the activities that are listed there are to be completed and submitted to the study center. Now, what kind of activities are listed? So say, for example, we taught you political reporting, or we taught you crime reporting. So the question that would be put there would be to create a crime news story. based on certain facts, or you might be even asked to go to the nearest local police station and get an idea of it. Or if it is a health related story, go and gather some data from the nearby hospital and then create a story of it. So whatever has been taught to you in the theory courses are what we're trying to get some hands-on practice in the practical courses. Then the activities will largely be the application of theory and skill development, as I just said, and it'll be also transacted through TCs and IRCs. So Amit sir looks after it, who will be looking at the second year of this program. And whatever is related to the practical component, how you're supposed to deal with it, is something that he looks after. And then it will also be transacted through teleconferencing and IRCs, as I just said. The evaluation would be 30% Viva and 70% based on portfolio. So once you've made your submission in hard and soft, both forms, the study center will send it to the regional center, who will get it evaluated. And the evaluation of this does not happen the way the theory exams happen. So the regional center is free to wait for, say, for example, 40, 50, 60 people to come together. Once I have 60 portfolios, the regional center is going to get it evaluated. And then you will be asked to come for a Viva. When you come for a Viva, please also retain your practical portfolios, a copy of them with you in both hard as well as soft forms. So just in case it is not available, or you would like to show your file, or the examiner wants to ask about what you've done, your file should be handy and right there with you, both hard and soft forms. Now, that Viva will comprise 30% of the total evaluation of these practical components. And the 70% will be based on the file which you have submitted to the regional center through the study center, who have gotten it evaluated. The marks will be combined, and when they reflect in your grade card, that is how they will be reflected. So this is about the evaluation. And then there are some necessary informations. These tidbits are something which are applicable to both first and second year. The assignments, always attempt the latest assignments. Why? Because we provide you a flexibility. So for MAJMC program, it is a 2-year program. The maximum time for which you can do it will be 4 years. What does it mean? If you're doing it, say, for example, you took your admission in 2023, and somehow, for some reason, you were not able to write your exams till 2025, you've gone to 2026. Make sure that you do the assignments of 2026 if you've not submitted any assignments. Nevertheless, if you've already submitted the assignments, but you've not written your term end examination, then you don't need to worry. Then that assignment has been submitted. There are certain last dates that are displayed on the university website time and again. We also revise it sometimes because we are, the student base is pan-India, even outside India. So it becomes very difficult for everybody to meet those deadlines. So the university is gracious enough to extend those deadlines time and again. So meet those last dates, that's important. And whenever, the assignments may not be provided to you with the study material, but they are very much there on the university website. The last date is always mentioned. Sometimes, like when I prepare my assignments, I do not write the last date. I tell them to go by the website, university website, because the last dates can get extended. So that of course, the information to this you can also get when you go for your counselings and all to study centers, or you can write to the regional centers to find out. That's always possible. But the best and the most authentic information is something that you get from the website. So please get into a habit of reading your program guides and going through the university website. Then you will not have to depend on anybody else for any sort of information. And for practical courses, there are no assignments. Yes, a lot of people want to know whether there are assignments for practical courses also. No. There you are making a practical portfolio and you're appearing for a Viva. For the first 6 courses, the theory courses, you have the assignments also. And just like the Viva accounts for 30%, the assignment that you will submit for every course will amount to 30% of your total marks. Okay, so the 100 marks paper that you're writing in the term and examination will be scaled down to 70%. How you have written your assignment, how good assignments you've made will count towards 30% of that course. Also, the assignment should be handwritten. A lot of people are found copying from the internet, and please know that people who are checking your assignments, because they're into this business of going through this assignment, checking them and evaluating them and everything. So you cannot fool everybody, and one can figure out whether it has been copied or not copied. And if you're taking admission into this program, you're out to learn, please Make sure that whatever you're able to write with your own hand and whatever you're writing, your own inputs that you're putting will only help you. Okay, so that's one. And yes, there is one assignment per course for the theory courses, like the 6 theory courses that I was talking about. There will be one assignment in which you would regularly find 5 questions, 20 marks each, and those 5 questions you have to do, that will become one assignment. Must be handwritten. Each question of an assignment must be attempted and a word limit is indicated against most, which means you do not have to write lesser than that. Sometimes it so happens, say, for example, if I've asked for a case study of crisis management, then it is very much possible that the case study can be of more than 500 words. Sometimes it is, you cannot help it, and which is all right, but it should not be less than the word limit which has been prescribed. Handwritten assignments to be scanned and mailed. Yes, that was the practice earlier. As of date, not all the regional centers are doing it like that. So you must get in touch with the study centers to understand how you're going to do it, whether you have to submit it or you have to scan and send it through emails, what has to be done. And submission is mandatory for writing term and examinations. Sometimes we've also relaxed the rule, but ideally the best way is to submit the the assignment and then sit for the TEE. Then there are also dates for exam form submission, and usually when we have our exams in December, it usually exam form has to be submitted by mid-October till November. There will be certain given time. So please understand that only if you have submitted the exam form will you be able to write your exam, irrespective of whether you've submitted your assignment or not or whatever else, right? So exam form submission is a must. And then we also have, the university has a digital repository by the name of eGyan Kosh. When you go to the IGNOU website and you, in the search panel, when you type it, you will come across eGyan Kosh, in which we have explained various units, and we have made videos of them and they're available there. So it tells you about the various units, it tells you about the practicals. So everything that you would need to know. And in case you need to understand, like we are teachers at distance. So this is the best way that we can serve you. We prepare videos, we put them on the eGyan Kosh, and they're there for you to understand. And then the lateral entry and exit is something that I've already explained. I think this is all from my side. Happy learning. Welcome to this program. And you all know that we have a PGJMC, we have an MAJMC, both of them are the same. So I hope you will find this an exciting experience and an exciting journey with IGNOU. And if there are any questions you have, I am here with you for another 5 minutes, after which Amit sir will look after the second year of this course. Meanwhile, if you are, because I have a meeting and I'll have to leave. So if you have any questions for me, please shoot right now and I will stop sharing now.
Thank you, madam.
Yes, Jay.
Any questions? You can on your video and ask the question. Now we are recording this video and we are uploading in our RC Mumbai YouTube channel. You can watch this after 1 week maximum.
Yes, I have one question. Good afternoon, Shikha madam. Ma'am, I'm into the lateral entry of from PGJMC to MAJMC. I'm from Hyderabad. What I request you is that an email ID where we will get prompt response, because some of the stages are like only the Delhi knows, which is valid. That is how the structure is set up. We have no problem with that, but we request you to please share one email ID wherein we will get prompt response. So will that be you, or I think I mailed you as well last time, and a couple of other email IDs and phone numbers of Delhi, but they don't get answered. So please consider this request.
Geeta, incidentally, the part of Delhi that we are located in, all the landline phones are not working here. Because yes, it is a Sarkari connection and they're trying to dig it out. Some digging is happening for a very long time. We do not have our...
no problem at all. An email ID where we can get the replies. We don't want to disturb by calling, but an email ID would be really great.
Sure. You can write to sojnms@ignou.ac.in.
sojnms.ignou.
I'll repeat. I will just type it here in the message box and you will have it here.
Great. And another question is, in terms of assignments, uh, uh, do we have any way of, I'll tell you a scenario, I don't want to repeat it here. I'll email you because I don't want to say it out and confuse others. I'll email you what experience I went through so that you can ensure that it does not repeat.
I can understand. See, we are a very large university. We have some 67, 68 regional centers, close to 2,500 study centers, and I'm only talking pan India. I'm not, taking into account those centers which are outside India. So dealing with such a huge, base of students becomes difficult, and of course there can be, errors on our side. I don't say no to it.
No, that's all right, no problem. Just that I replied. So you've given me this email, so we will email.
Sure, please.
So second year would be taken over by sir, is it?
Yeah. Amit sir would be. I think he must have joined, but he would be there.
Thank you.
Madam Shikha ji.
Good morning.
Shikha madam.
Ji.
I'm Zai talking from Dombivli, Mumbai. May
Hi,
I
Zai.
talk now? Hi.
Yes, please.
Actually, I joined late, so I didn't get the information from 10:15 or so. The meeting must have started, but as per the earlier schedule, I had scheduled some other task, so I could not join. I'm sorry for that. So may I get all this information which was shared today in some text form maybe on website or maybe at study center or something like that?
So Dr. Rao, your regional director from Regional Center Mumbai, just mentioned that after a week, this entire presentation, because this meeting is getting recorded, it will be available to all of you after a week.
Okay.
Right? So yeah. So it will be available.
Right. Thank you.
Good morning, ma'am. This is Poonam Singh. I'm calling from Mumbai.
Hi, Poonam.
Hello, ma'am. So, ma'am, I wanted to check. I had signed up for the printed material, study material, and I haven't received it. So, by what time? When? Maybe it will be dispatched.
All right. Let me also make one thing clear. I am a professor here. I can help you with the the content of the course. I can help you understand things. But the administrative side is looked after by your regional center. So whenever you please write an email to the regional center, and they will definitely respond to you. Would let you know.
All right. Thank you.
All the administrative affairs are looked after by them.
Hello. Yeah, hello, ma'am. Good morning. This is Rashmi.
Rashmi, yeah, tell me.
Yeah, ma'am, I just have one query. I'm uncertain whether I should submit the assignment of one section at a time or in its entirety, because I'm a little bit confused because there are 6 segments, 6 assignments.
Yeah.
And I have to submit one assignment at a time before the examination, or ma'am, what will be
as
the
many
procedure?
exams as you're planning to sit and write your term end examination, at least those many assignments you should submit. But there is nothing like you suppose you've submitted 4 assignments, you're sitting for exam for only 3, it's okay.
Okay. And ma'am, what will be the procedure if I have missed the deadline to submit the assignment? Then what will be the next procedure for that?
Assignments hold good for a period of a year. Okay. So the same assignments can be done by January cycle also and July cycle also. After which, if you're submitting it, then you will find new assignments there. Right.
Okay. So July assignment, I can submit before January.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Just one final comment, madam. Madam, I've been a working professional, and out of interest, I took up this particular course. And I will say this is fantastic syllabus. It took a lot of effort for me to read everything. It is really great. The moment I finished PGJMC, I got into corporate communications, which was never my stream. So I'd like to thank you. The course is really wonderful. I'm looking forward to complete my second year as well. And
it is a pleasure, Geeta. And all these success stories keep us motivated to do better in our jobs, and it's our duty. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Shiksha ji, I think after this second year starts, right? So the first year students can leave, or is it helpful for us also?
Of course, it is helpful for you. If you've taken admission in MAJMC, the second year will be a part of your course curriculum. Please attend. And Amit is going to tell you a lot of technical things, which otherwise, could have been missed. So I would request you to please attend. Yeah.
Ma'am, morning. My name is Charan. I'm from Hyderabad. I have enrolled for PGJMC.
Okay.
Okay. One, I would like to know the schedule of the assignments. Two, with regard to the contact classes at Hyderabad, to whom I need to contact. I have opted for digital learning. So eGyan Ghosh is what I am referring to. Okay, that should do with regard to my study material, or anything else I need to refer also.
No, that is it. If all the study material you do not find there, because you've opted for the online thing, the study material will be put on LMS, the Learning Management System. And we have the director of the school is Professor K.S. Arul Selvan, who himself handles the online part of this. So you can also write an email to him. I am sharing his mail ID. And that is after you have seen that if something is not found on the eGyan course, then you can write to him.
Okay. Now, with regard to the assignment schedule, are you the right person to take the clarification, or the admin team will refer on this?
The admin is a good idea, but the last dates for the assignments are mentioned there. If there is some technical part of it that you do not know how to attempt a certain question, I'm here.
Okay. And finally, the contact classes, will it be starting in the center what allocated to us shortly, or how?
I think Dr. Rao is the best person to tell you about that. That's something that
Fine.
doesn't come in my
Yeah, 1 minute, madam. Your program is yearly based program. Your assignment submission at your study center. All the Mumbai students, you all have to submit your assignments at study center 49053. That is Chandrabhan Sharma College of Arts, Commerce and Science, located at Powai. Though your study center, as per the registration details, allotted 1601, but we are shifting all the students to 49053. Your assignment submission last date is 31st March 2024. You are all going to write your examination in June 2024. All the first year MAJMC, PGJMC students. That is one thing. Second one is about the counseling schedules. We upload in our website, and the study center will conduct the theory sessions through online. And we have already identified some nodal regional centers as well as the study centers. That details we will upload in our website and share in all our social media. All the regional center Mumbai students, you all join in our Telegram channel. That is Mitra, Mumbai IGNOU Telegram room for assistance. There we are posting all the schedules. That is about your counseling assignments and the exam. Coming to the Hyderabad students, the regional center Hyderabad, they might have been already allotted you the study center. There you have to submit your hard copy of the assignments, and the regional director, regional center Hyderabad, they will also upload the schedules in our website. That means RC Hyderabad website. You all have to regularly visit our IGNOU main website and concerned regional center website for the schedules. Yeah, madam, please, any other student is having related to these doubts, you can ask.
Sir, that could you please share the link of the channel that you said, Mitra channel that you said, in the chat box?
Yeah, it is available in our RC Mumbai website homepage itself.
Okay.
We have we made the icon and the tab also created for that. More than the 4,000 students are in that one.
So,
All
Dr.
right.
Rao, if it is befitting, may I take
Yeah.
your leave because I have a parallel school board going
Yeah,
on. It started at
yeah,
11.
yes, yes, madam.
Ma'am, a
Yes,
small
yes,
thing,
madam.
ma'am, a small thing. One last question.
Please.
All these assignments would be pan-India, one assignment, only assignment, or it is region-based assignments would be there?
No. Pan India, it's the same.
Pan-India, it's the same.
Same assignments across the country. It is available in our link webservices.igno.ac.in. You can click or
Okay.
otherwise go to the Google and type IGNO assignments. You all have
Okay.
to write the July 2023 this session assignments. Yeah, madam, you can
Okay.
leave, madam. Thank you very much
Thank you
for
so much.
spending your valuable time. And whenever we call, you people are either Dr. Arul or Dr. Shikara, madam, always saying yes to us. And we are very much thankful to you, madam. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thanks
It
a
was
lot. Thanks
wonderful
a
being
lot,
part of
madam.
it. Okay, thank
Thanks
you
a
all
lot.
very much. It was wonderful to get in touch with our learners.
Thank you, ma'am.
No, no,
Yeah,
sir.
now I
Actually about
request.
only.
Uh,
Yes, sir. We're talking about
now,
only RC Mumbai. That's why.
no. This is same to all over India. That's why the procedure and everything is same to all the IGNO students. That's why we
Okay.
invited other regional center students also. There is no need to take it different. Procedure is the
Okay.
same. Submission place may be different because of
Okay.
there is a certain jurisdictions. We have the, I mean, suppose if you take the Mumbai, we have the 6 districts and the another regional center Nagpur it is there, and the Pune is there. If you take the your Telangana, you are having the Hyderabad, Andhra Pradesh. If you take Visakhapatnam and the Vijayawada, like that we are having the certain regional centers. As every
Okay.
regional center is having 10,000, 20,000 students to provide the support services. Geographically, it has been divided, but the
Okay.
procedure is same for all the PGJMC and MAJMC students wherever you have taken the admission. Okay?
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Dr. Rao, may I?
Yeah, please tell.
Dr. Rao, this is Raja Rao from Nasik. I have a small question for you. Many times when I call you up your Panvel landline, it is unresponsive. Nobody is answering on the phone. Nobody is even picking up. Most of our questions are left unanswered. Number one.
Okay.
Number two is that suppose see I am from Nasik. However, I have enrolled for RC Mumbai and that to KJ Somaya College. I have submitted many emails at your end, to your end rather, on change of the study circle to Nasik, but it doesn't happen. And whenever I call up anybody, they say that you have to go through proper channels. Can you advise what is a proper channel
Where,
so
where,
that
where,
in
where
case
do you where do you want to change from
Nasik city,
Mumbai to no from
yeah,
Mumbai to
from Mumbai to Nasik city, Maharashtra.
that is coming under the regional center Pune. Please
Huh.
send the email to RC Pune. Request them for NOC, no
Sir,
objection certificate.
yeah, yeah, I have done
No
that. I
objection.
have a mail trail for the same. They have asked me to
Oh,
contact you. They have said that you
no.
have to once
One
again
thing,
get back to RC Mumbai.
no, sir. One thing I am telling you, we are ready to transfer you,
Okay,
but this program is having the practical means. We have to get the NOC. Suppose no practicals. This program MAJMC, PGJMC not activated in all the places.
okay,
Suppose if any BA, BCom, BSc, MA, MCom, MSc like that, we will transfer immediately. Just
okay,
we
sir.
want their consent. Suppose after transferring you, if they say this program is not activated here, you will be the
Oh,
sufferer.
yes, sir.
That is our very much concern. Dr.
Okay,
Sharma is the regional director in RC Pune. You please
okay,
send email to
okay.
rcpune@igno.ac.in. As
Yeah, I
informed
have.
by the regional director in this meeting, please say whether the program is activated or not. Once they give the reply, we will immediately transfer your records to them. There is no
Okay, sir.
issue.
Sir, would you
And
be kind
also,
enough to repeat that answer? Sorry,
RC
sorry.
Pune,
RC
RC
Pune
Pune @igno.ac.in.
and Mr. Sharma, Dr. Sharma, what
Yeah,
reference?
yeah. Dr. Sharma is the regional director.
Okay, sir. Yeah, you were saying something else.
I inform all the students what I request you all. Regional Center Mumbai is conducting online student grievance redressal drive. That is E-Shiksha Ki Baat Regional ke Saath program. Every second and fourth Friday we are conducting. No need to come here, no need to depend. I'm not saying don't call, but sometimes call may be busy, but sometimes we are having one staff, but I'm not means any justification like that, we will take the action on that. Important thing is please make use of the facility. Online grievance we are organizing. Anyone can join. That link is also available at our RC Mumbai website homepage itself. You can see.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Yes, thank you. And I think Dr. Amit ji is available. Second year के लिए he will give you the presentation because of second year you are having the lot of activities also. Practicals are there. Some project is also there. That is a very important one. I invite and the request Dr. Amit ji, please take the session.
Thank you, Dr. Rao. And
Yeah.
I think all are requested to mute yourself. I am on leave and currently I am in a remote village of Bihar. So there is a network problem. So it will be difficult for me to switch on my video. So please excuse me for that. Shikha explained extensively about the first year, and there are total 16 courses in the IGNOU terms, the popularly known as the papers. So total 16 courses in MAJMC, 8 in first year, and the first year of MAJMC is also called PGJMC. And the rest 8 courses or papers you can say in the second year. As Shikha explained, in detail, that there are 3 different type of courses in MHMC. First type is theory courses, second is practical courses, and one project course is also there. So there are total 3 different types of courses. And if you will see the course codes, if there is L in the course code, that is L for lab, it means it's a practical course. And if there is a P in the course code, it will be a project course. Like MJML 122, this is the lab course of the practical course of the second year. And the MJMP 120, this is the project course of the second year. So in second year, total 8 courses we have, 6 theory courses, 1 practical course, and 1 project course. Theory courses, Shikha explained, and that is applicable for all the different types of IGNOU's program, that each theory course has 2 components. 2 component होते हैं हर theory course में. First is term and examination, and second is the assignment. So the weightage of term and examination is 70% and the weightage of assignment is 30%. तो जो आपका टर्म एंड एग्जाम आप देंगे वो 70% का वेटेज होगा और जो असाइनमेंट्स होते हैं उसका वेटेज 30% होता है. This is applicable to all the theory courses, including MAJMC theory courses also. So we have 6 theory courses in the second year of MAJMC. One is dedicated to print media, another is dedicated to electronic media, one is on digital media, then the fourth is on advertising and public relation, then the fifth is on communication theories, and the sixth one is communication research methods. So these are the focused courses, focused papers on different parts of the mass communication, different areas of the mass communication. So 6 theory courses dealing print media, electronic media, advertising and public relation, communication theories, and the communication research methods. So,
sir, excuse me, sir, are you sharing any
yes.
presentation or anything?
No. That I
Okay.
told you कि I am on leave and I am in a village and this is the remote village. It will be difficult for me to share any presentation. Okay. So there are 6 different theory courses. As I mentioned you, one is dedicated focused on the print media, another is electronic media, digital media, then advertising and public relation, then communication theories, and the last one is communication research methods. Okay. So, and one practical course, that is MJML 122, that is the practical research method. This is the practical course. And the 8th and the last course is the project course, that is MJMP 120. This is the project course. So theory courses are clear. I think there should not be any confusion in the theory courses. सिंपल सी चीज है कि जो आपका मटेरियल है थ्योरी कोर्सेज का, आप उसको एक एक यूनिट को डिटेल्ड पढ़िए, ठीक है. देन यू शुड अटेम्प्ट योर असाइनमेंट्स को आपको अटेम्प्ट करना है, and you can give the term end examination. So in term end examination you will get 70% weightage and the 30% weightage is given to the assignments. तो आपका वो कोर्स जो थ्योरी कोर्स है वो कंप्लीट होगा. इन बोथ द कंपोनेंट यू नीड टू स्कोर 40% minimum. Separately in assignment also you need to get 40% of marks minimum to clear that paper, and in term end examination also you need to get 40% mark. Now the practical and project courses, these are little students get confused. इसमें students को कई बार problem होती है. MJML 122, this is practical research methods. तो इस कोर्स को when you are trying to attempt this course, before attempting this practical course, it's a mandatory for you to go through the MJM 31 theory course, and that theory course is based on research methods. आप प्रैक्टिकल कोर्स को अटेम्प्ट करने से पहले इट्स अ मैंडेटरी फॉर द स्टूडेंट्स टू कंप्लीट द थ्योरी कोर्स व्हिच इज बेस्ड ऑन द रिसर्च मेथड्स. Once you will complete the theory course which is based on the research methods, it is very easy to attempt and clear the practical course of the research methods. Most of the students are jumping the guns. They are not completing the theory course of research methods and they are trying to attempt the practical course of the research methods and they are facing problem. तो आप सबसे एक रिक्वेस्ट है कि जो प्रैक्टिकल है रिसर्च मेथड का MJML 122, बिफोर अटेम्प्टिंग दैट कोर्स, उस कोर्स को अटेम्प्ट करने से पहले आप जो रिसर्च मेथड का थियरी कोर्स है MJM 31, उसका स्टडी मटेरियल एक एक यूनिट आप कंप्लीट कर लें. If you will complete that course properly, you will not face any issue in completing the practical course of research method, that is MJML 122. और बड़ी स्मूथली आप इस प्रैक्टिकल कोर्स को कंप्लीट कर सकते हैं. और आपका जो प्रोजेक्ट है दैट इज द रिसर्च डिसर्टेशन, दैट आल्सो यू कैन कंप्लीट इजीली. ठीक, तो पहली रिक्वेस्ट ये है कि आप MJM 31 को पहले अटेम्प्ट करें, पहले उसको पढ़ें, go to the whole course properly, and then you will find very easy these two practical and project courses. Now I am coming to the practical course, that is MJML 122, that is practical research methods. As Dr. Shikha told you, you should go through the program guides or practical manuals properly. For both these practical and project course, MJML 122 and MJMP 120, we have a guidebook. And that guidebook is available in the physical form as well as the soft copy is available on the eGyan Kosh also. Just type it in Google eGyan Kosh IGNOU, you will get the website of the eGyan Kosh. Go to that website and in the search panel type MAJMC, the program code of your MA in Journalism and Mass Communication. Once you will type MAJMC in the search panel, you will get the list of all the courses of MAJMC, first year and second year also. And in that list, you will find MJML 122 and MJMP 120 also. Once you will click that, you will get the guidebook guidance, that is the guidebook for the practical research methods and the project of MAJMC. That is the combined guidebook, because these both the courses are interlinked also. That's why we prepared a combined guidebook for both the courses. Once you will go through that practical or project guide properly, it will give you maximum clarity on both the courses. Okay, you will find a link, because this MJML 122, this is the practical research method, that is handled by the school only. So there is no role of regional center there, study center there. That is handled by the school only, and Professor K.S. Arul Selvan is the course coordinator of that particular course. Okay, and when you will go through the guide, the practical guide or project guide, you will find that there is a link given there, and that link is for the Google Classroom, especially created for this practical course, MJML 122. Okay, you need to join that Google Classroom, and you have to complete 8 different type of assignments based on the research activities. Okay, and if you have gone through your theory course on research method, you will get very easy, you will find it very easy to complete all these 8 assignments. So you need to complete those 8 assignments, where you will find you have to select a research topic also. Then you will have to write a review of literature also. Then you will have to fix the objectives of your research also, research questions also. You need to prepare the research methodology also. So in this way, there are total 8 different types of assignments available there. You need to complete those assignments and upload there itself. Then there will be evaluation, and there will be Viva also. That Viva will be organized by the school, and that will be online. And you will be given approval to continue research on that particular topic. Okay. So after getting the approval to conduct the research on that particular topic, now you can collect the data, analyze data, prepare the findings, and prepare your dissertation, a small dissertation that will be the product of the outcome of your project course, that is MJMP 120, and that will be also evaluated out of 100, but there is no Viva in the project course. So there is a evaluation and Viva, 70% your assignments and 30% based on the Viva, like other previous 2 practical courses in the practical course on research methodology. Okay, but in the project course, there is no Viva. You will conduct a research, you will write your research report, you will present your data, analysis and everything, and you will submit it, and that will be evaluated out of 100. So these 2 courses are interlinked. In MJML 122, basically you are preparing a research proposal by submitting 8 different types of research assignments. And in this course, you are getting approval also to conduct that research. So MJML 122 is finished here itself. You have prepared the 8 assignments. You have created one research topic also, and you got approval to conduct the research on that topic also. So your assignments have been evaluated, Viva has been conducted, and you will get approval to conduct research on the given topic. That is the ending of the practical MJML 122, that is practical research methods. Now the second project course is started, that is MJMP 120. So in this project course, you need to execute the research proposal prepared in the practical course of research methods. So on the approved topic, you need to conduct a research, you need to collect the data, you need to analyze the data, and you need to write a research report based on that. Okay. And then it will be submitted and evaluated out of 100. So apart from six theory courses, which are very common like other theory courses, you need to read the study material, successfully completed. You need to score 40% in both the components. One practical course is MJML 122. I just explained how to do it. This is handled by the school from the headquarters of IGNOU through online method. There is a dedicated Google Classroom available for that. The link of that particular Google Classroom is given in the project or practical guidebook. Okay, you may get it physically also with your study material, but if there is any delay, you can find it on eGyan course also. Okay, and you can join that Google Classroom, and there you need to complete 8 assignments. There will be evaluation, there will be viva, and you will get approval. And in there is the last course is the project course, and in project course you need to conduct a small research, write a research report, submit it, and you will be evaluated. In this way you can complete the whole MAJMC. So if you will see the whole MAJMC, we have 12 theory courses, 3 practical courses, and 1 project courses spread it through both the years. In second year, if we are talking about the second year, we have 6 theory courses, 1 practical, and 1 project course. Once you will complete all these courses or papers, popularly known as papers, you will be given the degree of MAJMC. So this was the brief, description of MAJMC. As Dr. Rao told you that RC Mumbai is running online query resolving session twice a week. In the same way, school is also running a weekly session, 3:30 to 4:30 every Thursday. Once you have any query, as a program coordinator, you can write it to me. My email ID you can note down. It's very simple. Amit Kumar, AmitKumar @ignu.ac.in, and most probably I will send you that link of that interactive session. Okay, and on that day all the faculties are there also. Most of the students are facing issues in the practical course, research methodology course. So the course coordinator, Dr. KS or Professor KS Arul Selvan, always join that interactive session, mostly. Maybe due to because he is director also, sometimes due to other engagements he may not be there. But the other people who are handling that course, the admin staff also, those are there. They can guide you and they can help you also. So this is the weekly affair. All academic queries, if you have any academic issue, you can contact the school. You can interact with the school on every Thursday on that particular link. And as Dr. Rao also suggested, you all are requested to join the social media platforms of the university as well as your concerned regional center also. Okay. And we have also a dedicated Facebook page, School of Journalism and New Media Studies official page, where we are, putting all the different types of academic support. If we are organizing any online workshop or any session on Gyan Darshan or Gyan Vani, all those details we used to upload on that Facebook page. So that we are using as a bulletin board, because we are in the distance mode. We are not communicating with the students frequently. So we are using that Facebook page as our bulletin board of the school. Okay. So as Shikha told you, that first try to read the available documents carefully and thoroughly, like practical manuals, project guides. Okay. And you will get maximum clarity in those documents. And if you are facing any academic issue, I have shared my email ID with you. You can write it to me. Okay. And since it's a very difficult to answer all the emails every time, that's why we started this weekly interactive session on every Thursday, so that students can contact us through the Google Meet, and we can resolve their issues. Okay. So that was from my side for the second year of MAJMC. Most of the things are very common, like Dr. Shikha already shared with you in detail. And one practical and one project. These are two courses where many times students are facing some issues. And as I mentioned you that we are conducting weekly interactive session on Google Meet every Thursday. So if you are facing any problem, you can interact with us on that. So if you have any question, you can ask your questions.
Amit sir, very good morning. This is Charan from Hyderabad. I have enrolled for PGJMC. You have referred to check the MJML 120 and 121 for the practical. To get this done, before that, I have to go through MJM 31. But I don't think MJM 31 course is available for PGJMC.
No, I am talking about the second year of MAJMC. That is not PGJMC. PGJMC is the first year of the MAJMC, about which Dr. Shikhara discussed in detail. I am concerned with the second year of MAJMC, and second year of MAJMC has nothing to do with the PGJMC.
Noted. Okay.
Okay.
Any other student is having any doubts?
Sir, will there be any online classes to attend, or we need to prepare on our own and attend the exams?
No, I think already I have told your regional. What is your regional center?
It's Hyderabad.
Hyderabad. RC Hyderabad will upload the schedules in the website, as well as they will inform your concerned study center will conduct some online counseling sessions. And also we are having Gyan Darshan 24 hours education channel. We are having the online radio Gyan Dara, and the interactive radio counseling Gyan Vani also available. We are having the 4 Swayam Prabha channels, channel 17, channel 18, channel 19, and channel 20. These are all the free channels. Particularly, you all have to follow the schedules of our Gyan Darshan. That is a 24 hours education channel. The schedule also we are uploading in our websites, our IGNO main website, well in advance. We upload. We will conduct that study center will conduct very few theory ke liye, but whereas the practicals, that is for the second year. First year already she has explained everything, and the portfolio and all you have to submit at your study center. This counseling related, your regional center will upload the schedules.
Thank you, sir. One more question is, will the exams be online, or do we need to attend the in-person?
No, examination, you are online student or the ODL student?
I think ODL, sir.
Okay. We are having the two type of students. One is the ODL, open and distance learning students, and some programs are offered through online. Their program easily you can identify. End of your program, if it is mentioned OL, suppose PGJMC OL, if it is mentioned means you are online student. That means your all activities should be conducted through the LMS portal. Your study material, your assignment submission, your counseling videos also, they upload in the LMS portal. Whereas the ODL student, PGJMC, it is mentioned, or MAJMC, if it is mentioned, that means you are ODL student. your assignment submission at your study center, even your counseling also organized by the RC or the study center, or overall some nodal RCs we have identified, we will conduct it. That is related to that one. Examination, ODL students have to go to the study center. That is a paper pen test. You have to select exam center. As I told, your exams will be in the next year, June 2024. For that, you have to fill the examination form through online in the month of the March, April, or the May. They will give the date. Each paper you have to pay the 200 rupees as the examination fees. Once you apply, hall ticket will be generated. You can download the hall ticket 15-20 days before the examination. It also upload in the website. With the hall ticket and your pen, you have to go to the exam center. Suppose someone is from the Mumbai, we are having the 8 exam centers. You can select any exam center. Under the Hyderabad, maybe they are also having some 10 exam centers. As per your convenient, you can select the examination center. Same procedure for the online students also. In our home page, IGNO home page, we have given the links for the online examination form submission separately for the ODL students and for the OL students, online students. You have to see while clicking the link. If you are belongs to ODL, that form you have to fill. If you are belongs to online, you have to fill that. Here, ODL students are having only paper and pen test option, whereas online students are having, in addition to paper and pen test, they are having the computer based test. The difference is very easy to understand. In the paper and the pen test, we will give you the paper to answer the questions. In the computer based test, in the place of the paper, the exam center will provide you one computer. You have to type the answers in that computer. This is the options are having by the ODL students and online students. But both have to go to the exam center. Maybe online students may think I can sit at home and I can write the exam. No, such a provision is not there. Both the students have to go to the exam center. You both have to fill the online examination form. You have to download your hall ticket. With the hall ticket, you have to go to the exam center. I think I'm clear. Any other doubts?
Very clear, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, please. Any other is having the doubt, please?
Yes, yes. Sir, Amit sir, one question. While selecting the research and project, I selected marketing, advertising, and advertising. But I noticed that we have interdisciplinary. Is there any opportunity for me to change? Um,
No, have you selected on Google Classroom? You have
yes,
selected
yes,
one
sir.
topic and have you submitted some assignments on Google
Not yet,
Classroom?
sir. Not yet, sir. Just submitted.
Then you can change, no issues, you can change.
All right, sir. Thank you. So I go back and fill the same form again for Google Classroom and select
Yes,
interdisciplinary there. All
yes,
right.
yes,
Thank you, sir.
yes.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, any other? You can on your mic and ask.
Hello.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Yes, sir. I'm a PGJMC student of Mumbai. I just wanted to know one thing. What is the last date of submit the assignment and where I get the assignment notes and all, and where I have to submit that assignment. So can you please briefly explain about that?
Yeah, already I told 31st March 2024 is the last date for submission of your assignments. All the assignments should be submitted at Study Center 49053, that is Chandrabhan Sharma College of Arts, Commerce and Science, located at Powai. And the assignment questions can be downloaded from our website or direct link webservices.igno.ac.in, or even in the Google, you can go and type IGNO assignments, and you have to write the July 2023 assignments. You are clear?
But earlier, it was a study center. It was 1601. No?
Yes, I told also 1601. No, this program we are shifting all the students to 49053.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. Any other
So I
doubt?
have a
I have.
question. Yes.
Yeah,
So
please tell.
I am a student of the July 22 batch, but I've not given my exams as yet. I'm going to give it in December. But the portfolio, do the questions change every year, or is it the same questions?
Dr. Amit ji,
Yes, for production portfolio, as far as production portfolio is concerned, we are not changing it every year. Once we will revise the practical manual, then it will be changed. But as
Okay.
of now, that is whatever available on the eGyan course or in your study material in hard copy also, you
Yes.
should attempt those activities only. Basically, those are not questions; those are activities. So if you are told to write a political news report, it's expected ki you will write something on the recent political activities. Okay.
Okay.
So since those are not questions, those are the activities. That's why there is no requirement to change every year. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir.
yeah, any other? Okay. If there is no any other queries, we are closing this meeting. I thank Dr. Shikarai as well as Dr. Amit ji for spending your valuable time and giving the full details about the PGJMC and PJ.
Sir, I have a
So,
doubt.
yeah,
Sorry
that's
for
what I'm
interrupting.
telling you. Yeah, please tell.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I registered for the online course, so I would like to know whether I'll be receiving books for me, or else do I need to refer to the
No,
eGyan course?
no. All the online students have to refer the eGAN course only.
Okay.
Yeah. And also, I thank all the students for joining in this meeting. I hope all your doubts have been cleared. This is the first meeting which we are having with freshly joined this is July 2023 students. As I told you very clearly, uh, IGNO is the People's University. We are all here to serve you and support you at any point of time. I'm telling uh, any students related to your studies, you can approach us. First thing is you have to approach your study center. That is your contact point. In Chandrabhan Sharma College, Dr. Sandeep is the coordinator. Now I think they're all in the Diwali vacation. You can go there and you can get the information. Any info. If the issues are not resolved at the study center level, you can approach the regional center Mumbai Monday to Friday, 9:30 to 6 o'clock. We available. You can send the emails and also you can join the online student grievance redressal drive. That as I told.
Friday, every second and fourth Friday at 11 a.m. I am personally interacting with all the learners. In addition to that, this month onwards, we have started every third Wednesday. We are having the offline grievance redressal drive also. Last Wednesday, we have organized about some 35 students have come. We are trying to resolve all the issues of the learners, and no need to worry about your studies in the IGNO. You are in the safe hands. About your studies, at any point of time, you can approach us. In the same way, RC Hyderabad students also, same setup at the RC Hyderabad, Regional Center Hyderabad. There is a regional director, assistant regional directors are available. The regional center is located near to that metro of the Gandhi Bhavan. I think it is near that place access. First, there also you have to approach your study center. If your issues are not resolved, and go and meet the regional director in the concerned regional center. Almost all 99% your issues, problems solved at the regional center level. Please make use of the online facilities. Please follow our website regularly. Visit our website igno.ac.in. That is the main website, nationwide website, and each regional center is having their website. They're related to the regional center activities we upload. RC Mumbai students, rcmumbai.igno.ac.in. You can see it and follow our social media, Facebook, Twitter, and as I told, Telegram, Mitra channel. Join all the information we are providing there. And also on 19th, IGNO is celebrating the 38th India means Foundation Day. Please join. That is also live telecast through the Gyan Darshan, the Facebook, and all the other social media. I once again thank Dr. Shikarai and the Dr. Amit ji for spending your time, and also I thank the students for attending this meeting. Thank you, one and all. We are closing this meeting.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.